Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. So we are from group 4. We will present about solid waste management. So our group consists of me, Muhammad Razi, Saiful and Chan. So introduction. For introduction, solid waste is something that is no longer used on purpose, which is surplus to unwanted from any industrial, commercial, domestic or other activity and needs to be disposed. Solid waste can be classified into a few different items such as plastic, paper, glass, metal and organic waste. Solid waste management has becoming a major issue because it will affect a major population in the world. The complexity of the waste component and the rising per capita waste generation is a challenge which impact human health, lifestyle, environment, social and economic development. In solid waste management system, landfill is one of the important component which is to be used as most popular method for the waste disposal. In Malaysia, the usage of landfill becomes very critical in order to ensure the efficiency of the landfill site and to avoid major impact to environment and health. So, solid waste management technology, system and design operation in Malaysia versus developed country. So, we can see from the table 3, we can table 3 shows that method of waste disposal in Malaysia, which is percentage of waste disposed. So in 2002, 2003 is still for recycling is still 5.5%, which is to be targeted in 2020 is 22%. So for others is others like composting, incineration, insert landfill, sanitary landfill, other disposal sites will be targeted to 8%, 60.8, 9.1 and 44.1%. So the table also indicate the proposed method to be used in 2020. So implementation of TR also been enhanced by 2020. This target was setting out during Malaysian National Strategic Plan for Solid Waste Management in August 2005. So for the slide number 4, according to the most recent statistic available, almost 90% of waste was reportedly disposed to sanitary landfill, while only 10.5% was recycled. Due to the lack of the waste infrastructure in Malaysia, landfill appears to be the most preferred solid waste management option. According to Ministry of Housing and Local Government in Malaysia, around 430 million US 100 million has been spent on closing just 17 out of 195 existing dump sites and promoting the disposal of solid waste to sanitary landfill. So a landfill is the most common method to be used for MSW disposal method due to the simple disposal procedure, low cost and landscape restoring effect. Currently, almost 82.5% of waste was collected is disposed at the dumping site, while other negligible portion are treated, repurposed or dumped illegally. However, there are many issues related to this method of disposal, such as no proper engineering plan and landfill bottom liner system due to the lack of budget allocation for landfill upgrading work and poor enforcement. So, case study in Malaysia landfill, Saipak Resources Berhad was awarded to design and build contractor for the project of safe closure 16 existing landfill around Malaysia. All these landfill were in a bad situation and bad for the environment. The significance of this landfill is included production of high concentration leachate and landfill gas that cause a serious environmental health and safety problem. Slope stability issue also contribute to the full closure of landfill. Most of the landfills have reached their maximum capacity of life cycle. The chosen landfill for this virtual site visit case study is Pajam landfill, which is situated at Nilai Negeri Sembilan. This landfill was under management of KPT. The full closure landfill have few features in order to mitigate and eliminate hazardous materials from contaminated surrounding ecology and habitat by using full capacity layer, leachate management system, landfill gas management system and leachate evaporation system. So for the next slide, I will pass to my friend Saiful. Will continue the presentation. Thank you.
They already started using some of the system in terms of how to control or how to close the full landfills, which is not which cannot receive more on the rubbish at that landfill area. Okay, so right now, for that area, right now they have a system they call as a SER system. Okay, for example, for as our case study, we choose a Pajam landfills at Negeri Sembilan, Nilai Negeri Sembilan, Pajam. Okay, for that landfill, they're using a full capping layer using a SER system. Okay, SER system is a combination of technologies and engineering, including a series of site assessment, lab test, design, and installation of careful engineered impermeable capping layer, leachate collection and the management system, and landfill gas collection system. Landfill capping does not lessen the toxicity, mobility, or volume of hazardous waste, but they normally do limit migration of this leachate. All right, landfill capping is the most effective where most of the underlying waste is above the water table. A capping must restrict surface water infiltrate into the contaminated subsurface to reduce the potential for contaminants to leach from the sites. Two types of capping were used at these sites. They use including a geotextile drainage layer, they call it as a GDL, and geosynthetic clay liner GCLs, as shown as in this figure. All right, as you can see, based on this figure 4 SER system, this including a system of how they use a pipe as a gas vent, and they also using a stabilize of the slope using the geotextiles, and at the bottom area they have a subsurface drainage and also a perimeter gas vent. All right, they also install a few groundwater monitoring wells at the lowest area of the landfill area. Okay, this drawing shown in terms of drawings in terms of cross sections of the how they install all the GDLs, how they install of the GCLs at the landfill area. Okay, this capping, this is basically we got this drawing from the consultants of this project, Zaidon Links Sdn Bhd. So they provide us these details as our reference records. This is installation of GCLs and GDLs at the landfill area, and another photos, figure 7, and basically is completed of the beam slope, meaning this one is post product. Okay, for this side also they have a leachate management system. They call it the leachate management system consists of leachate pipe network, leachate treatment plant, leachate pond, leachate manhole, and a leachate pump station. This system will contain and treat leachate before release to a river. The picture below shown as a leachate management system for the Pajam landfill restoration project in Nilai Negeri Sembilan. So these photos, figure 8, this one is this is a leachate pond. So all the leachate from the landfill area will channel to this pond by using the leachate pipe and the manhole system along the landfill area as a collection pipe. Alright, this is again for the figure. Okay, for this side also they have a leachate management system. They call it the leachate management system consists of leachate pipe network, leachate treatment plant, leachate pond, leachate manhole, and a leachate pump station. This system will contain and treat leachate before release to a river. The picture below shown as a leachate management system for the Pajam landfill restoration project in Nilai Negeri Sembilan. So these photos, figure 8, this one is this is a leachate pond. So all the leachate from the landfill area will channel to this pond by using the leachate pipe and the manhole system along the landfill area as a collection pipe. Alright, this is again for the figure leachate pump station at sites at the Pajam area. Okay, and this container basically is a mobile leachate treatment plant, Then another one is basically is a sample of the leachate treatment plant. This one okay, for the landfill gas management system. Landfill gas management system is used to extract landfill gas generation and manage effectively the harmful emission to the atmosphere and to prevent subsurface migration. The landfill gas management system constructed will use either a passive gas venting or an active extraction system. Methane gas is captured and converted into electricity, while the remaining gas is being flared. Electricity generated from the site is sold and supplied back to the Tenaga Nasional Berhad (TNB). Okay, this is again the photos of landfill gas management system. As I told just now, they installed the pipe directly under the landfill area. Then on the top, they're using some kind of van for distribute the gas to make sure this gas is not just to make sure gas not buried under the landfill, because this can what we call as explosion, can cause explosion at the site. Okay, again, okay, for this one is a diagram of landfill gas system, the detailing in terms of how they install the pipe, and on top they have a crown for the gas vent. Okay. Okay, this is the rest is thing. This one is more on comparison. Okay, the next one is what we have here is in terms of how as a comparison. Basically in Malaysia, they install our overall method for waste disposal still using landfill as our main method, meaning all the rubbish collected by the rubbish collector will directly send to the landfill for dumping lah. Different from other country, we take the nearest one we take as a Singapore. In Singapore they only have, but again that one is based on the capacity of the country. In Singapore they only have one active landfill. Compared to Malaysia right now, we have at least 150 to 160, almost 180 active landfills. That one is recorded, but illegal, that one is a different story. All right. Okay, based on the Singapore method, they have advancement of solid waste management system in their country. They integrate all the waste, all the rubbish into one disposal center. They call it as IWMF, which is integrated waste management facility. They have they have an incinerator there, meaning most of their rubbish, most of their waste is transferred to this area in terms of how to regenerate this waste as energy. So only a few percent of the rubbish waste converted as a fly ash, send it to the landfill area. Almost 80 to 60%, that one is their focus, how to recycle. They're using a 3R system program, and the rest is they converted all this waste as energy for their internal usage. All right. Okay, the next slide, Chan will continue for the next slide. Thank you.
I will continue for the third part. My name is Chan, representing for this group. So the main factor that influence the efficiency of the solid waste management system can be grouped into three. The first one is the culture, education, and microeconomic. So this is a difference of the attitude, the behavior, the education, background, and awareness level between a different group of people, or we can say developed country or not developed country. Then the second one is the infrastructure, social provision, and technology. So this is more related to the budgetary constraint. So where we have like a incineration system, it will need a higher budget and also skilled workers for the maintenance and also operation of the system. So the last one is the policy institution and macroeconomic. So this is regarding the ineffective technologies and equipment, unsuitable location of landfill, and also limited utilization of waste reduction activities. So moving to the next one will be the advantage of landfill, the waste disposal facilities. The left one is the advantage, and the right one is the disadvantage. So for the advantage, the landfill are excellent energy source. The modern landfill are more eco-friendly. They keep the city, town, and district clean, and keep the hazardous waste segregated, and they create employment. And landfills are actually cheaper option. For the disadvantages, the landfill are partially responsible for climate change because the sites are often dangerous, they have a methane, and they can light up easily. Then there also a leachate, which is a may contaminate the soil and also the underground water system. And landfills surely will affect the wildlife and also the human health. Then the approach to improve the current landfill, the waste disposal facilities. The first one, our opinion will be we have to raise the awareness, particular on the waste separation and segregation. Okay, so we have to instill this habit into the public, so they don't just mix everything together, and that will clog up the system. Next is the improvement of collection and management of solid waste. Then we also have to more encourage the 3R, which is the recycling, reuse, and also the reduce. Then we also have to design more of the engineered landfill, not just the dump site. Then the location of the landfill also have to be studied very thoroughly. Groundwater monitoring also is crucial, so that we didn't have the pollution on the groundwater, and the landfill operation have to be optimized, or we can say incorporated into different systems so it can achieve better result. So as a conclusion, waste disposal has a significant impact in many countries in the form of environment, social, and economic aspect. So to protect all those aspects, a comprehensive approach is required to be implemented in managing construction waste. So there are many efforts can be taken in managing of waste disposal, including generate a proposal of future studies focusing on raising awareness through effective training in proper waste management method and proper planning of waste disposal method, such as introduce more engineered landfill. Upgrading and improving facilities to support the waste management, particularly in the area of recycling, is necessary. The government enforcement is necessary to ensure that the requirement and standard are met. Then the last one is to reach a sustainable development. The waste management issue should be made public from grassroots level, implying the participation of all parties. Thank you.